This is me in August of 2023. Not so bad, not looking too shabby at all. But I thought to myself, man, I could use a little bit more muscle. So I did what anybody would do. I bulked. Okay, I may have bulked a little bit too far. Whoopsies. I may have turned myself into a muscular meatball, but I knew the solution. There was only one thing to do, to cut. And this cut went well. I'll tell you what, I ended up getting some pretty sexy results. I'm sorry to hype myself up. Sorry about that, okay? I'm sorry. But it went well. So what am I gonna do right now? I'm gonna teach you exactly how I went from a muscular little meatball, chunky little boy, to not so chunky of a boy. How'd I do that? How'd I do that? I'm gonna teach you where I messed up along the way so that maybe you can improve from my mistakes. Boom! The story starts here. All right, so around here, I'm weighing at about 217, 215, right at the peak of my bulk still. You can see I got a tiny little bicep vein, a little bit of abs. Okay, that's where I was at. So it's safe to say I might have got a little bit too plump. And before I deep dive into the bulk, or into the cut, I just want to go over some ground rules, okay? Starting with macros. Hit your protein, hit it. You gotta hit your motherfucking protein. Get like 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound body weight. You'll be fine. If you want to do more protein than that, that's totally chill. In terms of carbs and fat, fucking do whatever you want. But now, let's talk about the cut. Where was I at this moment in time? I was eating about around 3,000 calories. Only dropped my calories like less than 500 just to find my maintenance. I wasn't expecting for a quick weight loss here. I just wanted to find my maintenance calories so that I can adjust from there. So this is lesson number 1. Don't drop your calories super fast. If you drop your calories really fast, what's gonna happen, okay? Your weight's gonna crash, but it's not gonna keep crashing, okay? So say you drop your calories 1,000 calories. You're in a 3,500 calorie intake and you're in a surplus, and then you drop it all the way down to a 2,500 calorie, okay? Your weight is gonna plummet, right? Your weight's gonna go like this, way down, but then it's gonna taper off. And you're not be able to lose weight anymore. Why won't you be able to lose weight anymore? Your metabolism is going to adjust. If your metabolism adjusts, but you're still eating really low calories, then the only way to continue to lose weight is to lower your calories. And if you keep lowering your calories, then eventually you're going to be depriving yourself of the nutrients that you need. You're going to be eating such a small amount of calories that's just not sustainable, and you're going to fucking crash it, okay? So don't slam your calories. What did I do here? So I ate 3,000 for 2 weeks, found how much weight I lost, based my calorie intake off of that. Hell yeah. Your boy was eating 2,900 calories a day, and it lost 2 pounds. I was thinking to myself, whoo, this is gonna be light work. No fucking problem, all right? Wrong. But I wasn't gonna find out that I was wrong for maybe a couple weeks. What difference did I make here? The difference I made here was prioritizing sleep. I always heard sleep is this and that, and sleep is so important for muscle building, blah, blah, blah. And I knew that it was important, but what was I doing? What was I doing to enhance my sleep? Nothing. I was fucking slamming pre-workout all the time. Just like boom, 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 okay? That's not good. If you're working out in the evening, slamming like 500 milligrams of caffeine or 300 milligrams, not that great for your sleep. And if it's not that great for your sleep, then it's not that great for your gains either. I quit pre-workout. Yeah, I know. I always had sleep issues and I thought I was just fucked up, but no, it was just caffeine. That's it. It was the only thing that was affecting my sleep. As soon as I started to limit my caffeine to before noon, my sleep was fixed like that. To this day, I fall asleep faster than I ever have in my entire life, and it's just because of limiting caffeine. Get your goddamn sleep. Stop slamming pre-workout at 6 p.m. Don't be a goddamn bimbo. That's it. End of the story. From a physique aesthetic standpoint, not too much difference here from the last photo, okay? But I am down another 2 pounds and I am feeling froggy. That means I'm down 4 pounds in total. Feeling pretty froggy. So I did another calorie drop off here. So I'm eating around 2,500 calories a day. I always give myself a little bit of a buffer, you know? I never say, you're eating right here. I say, you're eating somewhere between here and here, okay? That way, when you mess up on a day, you don't feel like so shitty about it, you know? Sure, there's more room for error, but there's also more room for error. Do you know what I mean? Now your boy's looking not too bad here. Down 6 pounds, 7 pounds, weighing in around 210. Less than a month into the cut. Let me tell you something. You think to yourself, well, you look good. You look maybe a little tiny bit leaner, and your weight's dropping. Seems like things are going good. And they are going good. But I made a crucial mistake, okay? At the beginning of this cut, I told myself, I probably only need to lose like, what, 10 pounds? Maybe like 10 pounds? That's what I thought to myself, right? But it was around here, 6 pounds in, I realized I might have dug myself in a bit of a hole. This is the next lesson. Don't bulk for too long, okay? Yes, it became clear to me that I bulked for too long. I remember starting this cut out and being like, well, shit, I only need to lose like 10 pounds. I'm still pretty lean, right? I was wrong. I was pretty wrong. And it was gonna take a little bit longer than expected to get where I wanted to be. That was a hard pill for me to swallow, you know? When I realized that it was gonna take a lot more effort than I thought it was to get as lean as I wanted to be, I got discouraged. I started to feel down on myself, and the body dysmorphia demons, they just came and they were like, what's up? What's up?
What's up, babe? Huh, how you doing? Because you look a little bit fucking shitty, don't you? Don't you look a little shitty?
Make me feel bad, just giving me the spooks, okay? I didn't want them there anymore. Don't bulk for too long, because you'll end up having to cut for a long time, okay? And it does work, you know? Like, it worked for me. I bulked way too heavy and had to spend a lot of time in a deficit, but the end result was good. I guess the message I'm trying to say is that if you bulk for a really long time, you need to be realistic about how long it's gonna take for you to lose the weight as well, okay? There is another option, and it's the option that I'm going with right now. It's called mini bulks. What is a mini bulk? Okay, I spent 8 months in a surplus. That results in me getting a little bit chunky, okay? So instead of doing that, spend 12 weeks in a surplus, okay? That's only 3 months at approximately a pound, maybe a little bit less than a pound per week weight gain, okay? So at the end of the 12 weeks, you'll have right around 12 pounds on your body, okay? Hopefully some of that's muscle. And then you just hop into a deficit. So you spend, 4 to 6 weeks in a deficit at about 1 to 2 pound weight loss per week. Then you can just hop right back into a surplus, okay? So you're gonna be spending less time in a surplus consecutively, but much less time in a deficit. You do not wanna spend time in a deficit because every second spent in the deficit, for the most part, is a time loss that you could be gaining, okay? Bad. Don't do that. Do it if you want, do whatever you want, but I wouldn't recommend spending 6 months in a deficit. I didn't put on that much muscle. I had bad energy all summer. I was a sassy little sassy pants, and I had the hungry runga blues all the fucking time. So you don't want that, okay? Nothing new here, weighing in about 207. So down about 10 pounds in total. Ugh, fucking eggs. I just was not expecting to still have this high percent of body fat at this point in the cut. But the only thing I could do was just keep going, keep my head down, keep training hard, keep sleeping hard. But I was experiencing some serious dips in my energy levels and very increased hunger. Boom! Look at that. Finally starting to get leaner, okay? Finally starting to get nice and lean. Weighing in about 206. It's crazy. 207 in the last picture, not feeling great. Boom. 1 less pound, feeling a lot better. Now, looking at this picture, there's still a lot of room for improvement, but I also had improved a lot. I don't remember taking this picture, but I bet I was pretty fucking stoked. But let me tell you something about this picture, and let me tell you something about a lot of pictures you're gonna see on the internet. And you probably already know this, okay? So I don't remember taking this, but I bet it was post-workout. I bet I probably hit abs before, or cardio or something to increase the blood flow. This is under really good lighting. It is with a shaky camera. I probably reduced the exposure on my phone. And I was probably flexing my fucking stomach as hard as I possibly could. So if I'm being honest, I probably didn't actually look like this at that time. This was the best 30 seconds of the day, okay? The other 86,370 seconds in the day likely were spent looking like a bag of milk. That's the reality of these pictures, most of the time. So here, I'm not looking too shabby. Still crushing about 2,600 calories a day, but by now the hunger had set in. And with increased hunger levels means reduced energy levels. And I was a sassy little sassy pants, okay? I was a hungry, good for nothing ball of chaos, okay? So I had to employ a new tool to help me deal with the situation that I was in. That tool was fasting. Okay? Fasting is beautiful. All right? There's a big issue with it, and I will just get it out of the way. The issue is that you're going to spend a lot of time depriving your body of protein. I don't know how much of an issue that is, but it's not great. So do with that what you will. But if you can get over that, then fasting might be the handiest trick of them all. If you can harness the power of fasting, you might turn into a goddamn superhuman. Okay? One of the most beneficial aspects of fasting is that it's going to shrink your eating window. So what does that mean? It means that you're going to spend less time in the day eating, which will decrease your hunger levels. Now I know what you're thinking, but I'm going to spend all the time before I eat hungry, right? Yes, but no, because the hunger that you have before eating your first meal is just not the same as the hunger that you're going to have after eating your first meal. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's different for you, but for myself, the hunger I feel before I eat that first meal at 1 p.m. or noon, it's just like not that bad. I don't know. Just slam some fucking black coffee. You'll be fine. Also, that time that you're spending before you eat, your brain is just going to be on fucking fire. Okay? I don't know why. I really think that if you're able to take the idea of hunger out of your brain, take the idea of your first meal out of your brain, and just focus, it's going to make you a goddamn genius. Maybe not. Spend a week straight not eating until noon if you're in a deficit, and let me know if you are smarter before you eat. I think you might be. I don't know why. I'm telling you, you might be, okay? Breakfast is a goddamn fucking myth created by the cereal companies, and you can't trust any of them, and they're gonna make you fat and make you stupid. But it really does free up some room to think. Gives you a little bit of space to not think about food and to, you know, solve some problems and use your brain. All right? Well, that got weird. So here, I don't like this picture. It looks a little weird. It's kind of sus. But disregard this picture. I was fasting and my hunger levels it was a lot better. But I realized that I would fast for so long only to spend my time eating. I'd eat for like 5 minutes. I would crush a little bowl of chicken and rice or something. And I'd say, man, I wish that just wasn't over yet. I just want to spend more time eating. I'm not that full. I want to get more volume. So that's what this lesson is. Eating low calorie, high volume foods. Absolute fucking game changer, okay? It's really gonna help with your hunger levels. It's gonna trick your brain into thinking that you're more full than you actually are. Salad. Let me tell you something about salad. Salad is the best shit ever if you're cutting, okay? It's a goddamn cheat code. Look at this. This is a half a cup of rice, according to Google Images. This is a head of lettuce. This is the caloric values for both of those. I haven't made that edit yet, but I hope that it works. If it doesn't make sense based on the pictures I'm using, I'm just gonna make the rice look really small and the lettuce look really big. But I'm telling you, there's less calories in fucking lettuce than rice. So you can just eat a shit ton of goddamn lettuce or spinach or cucumbers or whatever. Munching that shit. And you can have a massive bowl, like a bowl like this fucking big, like this goddamn big of lettuce for the same amount of calories that you'd have a little pinch of rice. If you don't like lettuce, another alternative, a little bit higher in calories, potatoes. Potatoes are great. They're gonna make you feel like you're stuffed. They really keep you full for a long time, and they're not that high in calories. Lettuce, potato, salad, fucking fruit and veggies, eat them all. Low calorie, high volume. Convince yourself that you're full, even when you aren't. It's gonna help. Avoid high calorie sauces, avoid high calorie drinks. Don't drink fucking pop, and don't slam ranch. It's a waste of calories. And eat your meals slowly. If you have a really big, giant salad, eat it slowly. It's gonna give your brain time to convince your stomach that you're full. It'll give you some time to feel gratitude for the hunger that you're relieving and the protein that you're consuming, okay? The gains that you're making. No more funny business, all right? No more fucking around. It's time to dial in. Up to then, I was getting, results, good results, but I was trying to make some sort of balancing act between living my life and having fun and achieving my goals. And what I realized is that the true satisfaction is not going to come from eating that cookie or drinking those beers or having a slice of pizza or getting a bad sleep. The true satisfaction is going to come from achieving my goals. So for me, my goals were getting lean. For you, your goals might be fucking whatever. But there's going to come a day where you're going to have to stop fucking about and dial in. Now, I know what you're thinking. So you just train, you diet, you sleep, and you don't live your goddamn life? No, that's not true. That's not what I do. In the month of July, when my physique really got to where I needed it to be, where I wanted it to be, I went to 2 concerts and I spent 4 days on a vacation on a beach. There's 4 weekends in a month. I spent 3 of them fucking around. But I was able to fuck around in such a way that did not take away from my goals. I developed tools that I could employ that would make it so that I could be where I wanted to be while still being where I wanted to be. Does that make sense? So what are these tools? Calorie banking throughout the week. If you are eating at 2,600 calories in a deficit, but on Saturday you're gonna have a couple fucking brewski pops with the goddamn boys. Sorry, that was stupid. If on Saturday you're gonna have a couple pops with the boys, and you're eating 2,600 calories, spend that week at 2,400 calories, right? Spend the whole week in an extra 200 calorie deficit. So if you spend 6 days in an extra 200 calorie deficit, then by the time your fun day comes around, you're gonna have 1,200, 6 times 2 times 100. 6 times, you're gonna have 1,200 calories to work with, right? On your night out with your boys. Instead of whatever, 2,600, you're gonna have a little bit extra to fuck around with. So that, it's not gonna be so hard on your goals, but you're still gonna be able to have some fun, It's making sacrifices for the sake of having a balanced life. Ooh, my camera's gonna die. I remember a day in the summer where I wanted to get all you can eat sushi and I was gonna munch all that shit up. I just wanted to crush so much goddamn sushi and fucking wontons and fucking ice cream and everything. I was just like, I need it in my belly. So what did I do? I was getting sushi at 7 p.m. that night. I didn't eat a goddamn thing all day. Sure, you might say, oh, what about your protein intake? What about your protein intake? Yeah, what about that? Yeah. That was pretty bad. That is an issue, okay? It's not great. I spent some time in suffering to allow myself the indulgence that I wanted to have a little bit of fun now and then. So spend 80% of your time grinding to earn that 20% of fun. All right, now, just to reinforce that last rule, these photos were taken at the hotel that I was staying at when I went to go see Hosier, when I went to a concert. If you don't listen to Hosier, he's the goddamn fucking GOAT. Hosier, if you're listening to this, you're the goddamn fucking GOAT. We went to his concert, unreal concert. But these photos were taken at the hotel I was staying at. And I felt pretty good, looking leaner, looking a little bit juicy, maybe. But that's in the eye of the beholder, okay? So, yeah, I think I looked pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way I looked just there. So what did I do? How did I balance going to a concert and having a few drinks and maybe eating a slice or 2 of pizza or 3 or 4 while also getting a little bit lean like this? Fasting, bro. I just fasted. I just saved my calories for the end of the day. And I spent the day a little bit hungry, but I wanted to get leaner. I didn't want to spend these days moving backwards from the goal. I also didn't want to spend these evenings not having fun. So how do I move towards my goal while also still having fun? Fasting. Gotta do it if you want to drink some beers while in a deficit. You don't gotta do it, but it's gonna help. So here, getting towards the last month of my cut. I was happy with the leanness that I had. I was feeling pretty good, and summer's wrapping up. No point in staying in the deficit any longer. Just another little small drop in the calories, just wrapping up the cut, feeling pretty good, feeling happy with my results. All right, now these last few pictures here are from now. They're from September, October. I'm back in a surplus, but I'm combining my surplus with running. Oh yeah, that whole video, I never talked about cardio once. It's because I didn't do any goddamn cardio. Should I do cardio? Probably. Would it have made the experience better? Maybe. Did I do it? No. Do I regret not doing it? Kinda. Do it if you want. It's up to you. But here, I'm up 5 pounds, still feeling pretty lean, still feeling pretty good. I'm gonna be implementing this mini bulk system now. So I'm only gonna be in a surplus for 12 weeks, then a deficit for 4 to 6. And maybe I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, I'm up 5 pounds and I feel pretty good. So we'll see how things go on this bulk. Maybe I won't get so fat this time. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I got much else to say. Whoa, boom!